Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare, an online learning community for creatives where millions come together. Click the link below to get 2 free months of Skillshare Premium. Welcome to another episode of My Parrot Destroys Me, right? In this series, my parrot gets to choose the art and craft supplies that I use in order to make a makeover or a complete craft. But today's video is going to be just a little different. I need you bring your birdie butt over here. Birdie butt, bring it. Thank you. I didn't need to hear that language. You watch your mouth. Oh! But this time we're going to go a little different because we have a spinny wheel, which is one of my burb's favorite toys, right?
Yeah.
He's coming for it. Right? For those of you who have burbs, if they tap on something, that means they're claiming it. Yeah, right? Okay. Whether you have a burp or not, it's important to know that parrots and birds do need stimulation. This toy is actually called a foraging wheel, where you can hide snacks and toys in there, and they'll pretty much have to work really hard in order to get their snack or toy, which keeps them busy, stimulated, and from having destructive behavior. Right?
Yeah.
Except this burp, he likes to do hit and runs. What are you doing? That's my face. I have boundaries, okay? I'll take your kisses, that's cool. Now, some of you grains might be asking,
Jackie, what are you going to modify today?
in Tuesday's video. Oh! As I was saying, in Tuesday's video, we unboxed some pretty high-end collectible figurines. If you want to watch that video, I'll link it down below so you can check it out after this one. So today I'm going to be doing something that's going to be very difficult because I'm going to be destroying, well, modifying and customizing, these figurines that I absolutely adore. I don't want to do it. You panic for no reason and then you give me wings. Proud of yourself? Now that I put Burb out of the way for now, we will be seeing him again pretty soon. I did ask you grains to choose one of the figurines in order for me to modify, and then my Burb will choose the other one. Because y'all love me so much, obviously you chose the favorite one that I did not absolutely want to modify, which means you grains chose my favorite figure. The Konatsu limited edition cat, Boba Tea cat. I'm not happy about that, but you grains keep doing this to me. I'm sorry, kitty cat. My subscribers, they like it to break them hot and they make me cry. And now I have to absolutely
Destroy you because that's what the public asked for.
But I'm so sorry. Which means out of the 8 figurines, we have 7 more choices. We have our Manual, Wolfman. We have our wizard, Vivi cat laying down and sitting down, fish in a tub, balloon fruit, and our little sheep person. Now to make this easy for Burb, I'm going to remove the spinning wheel thing, and I'm going to add some napkins. Since there are 7 in total and only 5 segments, I'm going to put 3 at first and then 4 later on, and then they're gonna have a face-off. Alright, so as you grains can see, here I have it on neutral, so he's gonna be able to choose which one he wants. What you gonna get? He's gonna go for the same one he went. There you go. He's very eager. So in case you grains haven't seen it, he did choose sitting cat, right? Alright, now we have our wheel of misfortune. No, you can't, don't touch it yet. Don't. We're gonna go outside, alright? Alright, here we go. Which one are you grabbing? Don't just grab the first one. Is he gonna give up? Nope, he definitely went for it. Alright, let's, oh. Well, he seems to have a method. We can't do both, buddy. The attitude. In case you haven't seen, he definitely went for fruit balloon, but he's still going at it. Doing? You're crazy. So now we are pretty much between sitting cat, which I really hope he doesn't choose this one. There's so little I can think of doing with this, especially you grains are choosing, well, helping me choose the theme. And then fruit balloon. I would rather this one. However, knowing my Burb, he's probably going to choose the one I don't want. What? I'm not gonna bet you. Not after what you're doing to me. You give me hope by choosing the one I want, and then you're gonna choose the one I don't. Fruit balloon, sitting cat. Wish me luck. So this time I've set the openings at the bottom so he can go either this way or that way. And here he goes. Oh, he's trying to make a decision. He is oh, no, he's changing his, oh, this is so stressful. you went for that one. And it is indeed Fruit Balloon. Burp, you thought you were clever. Guess what? I'm clever. Alright, ignore me. I don't care. Burp, I would like to say thank you for your hard work. Enjoy it. And so the first one we're going to be working on is the one that my parrot chose. As you can see, it is a fruit balloon. I'm not quite sure what kind of creature it is, but it is absolutely adorable. The canvas is pretty open for interpretation. And let's not forget it does have a companion. I'm not sure what the companion is supposed to be. I think it's a bear, but it looks like just some kind of water drop or something. I don't know. Don't ask me questions. Alright, and let's go to split screen. I went on Instagram and asked you grains, what do you recommend as themes? And as you can see, you grains really did suggest quite a few interesting ones. Instead of going absolutely random, because Burb is gonna do that, I figured I would choose the ones I feel could work with these specific sculptures, and then let Burb decide which one we end up with. And so I ended up with S. Elizabeth AI, half angel, half demon, Cool Rice Bunny, the undead, Skyball 130, I thought this would be really funny and I really hope for this one, Smexy Frogs, and then Boy of the Tired, Ice Lava, feeling a Todoroki theme right here. Instead of spinning the wheel on this one, I'm going to let Burb choose the papers, much like the previous ways where I put two of them, one on each side of his cage, and he just picks whatever one he likes. At least for that one, I know it's completely random, he doesn't favor one side over the other. Although he did work harder to get all the way around. And let's look again, he did look like he was thinking. He really was thinking which one he really wanted. You see, he already knows I'm putting this at the corner because he's waiting. Can you give me space?
Uh-huh.
Burp, get out of my way. So here we have Ice Lava. No, hey, give me space.
Uh-huh.
And over there we have, no, I don't even know what's there. Why? Looks like it was undead. You proud of yourself?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I figure. Here we have Smexy Frog, and on the other side we have half demon, half angel. And we go for, no, I really wanted Smexy Frog. No, I can't have both. You're a little demon, aren't you? Now it's between half demon, half angel, so I put them this way, and the other side is undead. Alright, here we go, and, oh, why you keep picking that side? You're making me into a liar. You went for undead. I didn't want that. Not at all. By the way, let me know in the comment section below, what are some things that you are afraid of? For me, it's gotta be mostly insects and also the ocean. Any big body of water, especially in the dark, no. Absolutely no, 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 no. And now for the part that we get to be fun and creative. If you're not sure if your plastic figurine can go in the oven, because some plastics don't melt and some plastics do melt, and we definitely don't want that. One of the clays that I do recommend is Epoxy Sculpt. For that, you take part A, part B, mix them all together, and then they become a moldable type of clay, which air dries. So you give it 6 hours, it dries, and then you can paint over it. Now, since we're going with the undead theme, the first thing I want to do is cut one part of the ear off, because undead are usually rotting and things are falling apart. Now, the question is, can I do that with my normal cutter? Oh, by the way, for those of you new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, otherwise I will wave a sharp pointy thing at you. Call it sharp, but it's not always sharp. Make sure you click on all notifications while you're there. So the question is, can we shave off pieces of the plastic without injuring myself? And the answer is yes. Now that our ear is completely done, I went ahead and mixed our Epoxy Sculpt. I let it sit for about half an hour before I start manipulating it so that it's easier to work with. Instead of keeping it a strawberry theme, because obviously undead, I changed the handle or the stem of the strawberry into a handle of a sword. So it's kind of like the sword is in its head. For some reason, this does not want to stay. Come on, stay. Dang it.
You leave me no choice.
And now to add the details, I am 100% going with creepy vibe, creepy and undead, which for some reason this creature does have a clown vibe. So I'm sorry, but this is just the route it's going. And creepy eyes usually have to do with bulgy eyes, and we need creepy teeth. I would love to add more detail, but again, I don't want to remove from the original shape, and I do want some ribs or bones to show through, so I added an extra layer of the epoxy around the waist, and I did flatten it out as much as I could. We don't know what creature it is. Don't ask me to be anatomically correct, because I did not do well in biology. So we're just gonna, it's a fantasy creature. It could have whatever bones it wants.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, I did add some scuff marks here just so that it's not too even. And that's about it for the modifications for our little clown-looking fruit balloon. Don't forget, it does have a companion, so I'm going to change the stem again for a sword-type handle thing. We're gonna shave off one of the ears, and we're gonna continue going with creepy. And what says creepier than adding more legs than anything should have? That for me is creepy enough, and I'm sticking to it. So as I'm doing the legs, I have to admit I am racing against the time because the workability with epoxy resin is approximately 1 hour, and I really like to take about 40 hours to sculpt things, so if you want to see speed, try epoxy sculpt. Holy carp, that is freakier than I expected. It is quite the undead, but yeah, I don't like clowns at all. But I have to admit, I do like this. Giving me very creepy vibes. But of course, on this channel, it's not about the cute. It's all about
Creatures of darkness.
Now we can't paint it yet. We have to wait 6 hours, so let's do that. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it, but I am creeped out at the same time. I have goosebumps from my own creation. It's a little freaky, even for me. So we're going to go ahead and summon our burb for one more choice. The choices are going to be airbrush only, which is going to be really hard because I won't be able to get clean lines, or a combination of airbrush and brushes. So if burb is nice, he will choose this. But if he's as devious as he's been so far, he will only choose that one. So hopefully he's a little nice. All right, burb, you ready? So I'm putting my hand as a barrier because he's ready. All right, burb, what are you gonna choose? Which one you going for? Airbrush or brushes? Go for it. Which one you taking? The suspense is killing me. Burb, which one? Oh, which one is that one? Son of a biscuit, he took airbrush only. Are you proud of yourself? I am not one bit happy that we have to do airbrush only, simply because there are tiny details. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get into little crevices and each teeth separately in order to make it amazing. I am not glad. I'm trying to think of a different way. Would it be cheating if I used dotting tools? But it's not airbrush only. I guess it would be cheating, wouldn't it? You know what? I'm gonna ask Burb, can I use dotting tools or not? It's gonna be a simple yes or no question. So we have yes on this side and no on the other side. Burb, what are you gonna do? You took no! Oh my god, you were so confident with it too. Why would you do this? What did I do to you, Burb?
Yeah.
He's dancing.
Nom, nom.
You're so mean. He doesn't love me. Alright, so the idea is to work from what is the lowest in the sculpture and make our way towards the front. There's no way I can do touch-ups and smaller details, so wish me luck. Here goes nothing. Gentle. Oh goodness. Oh man, it's really destroying me that I can't get the detail on the inside. I'm just gonna have to work angles. Wish me luck. And so make no mistake, getting all the little details and crevices were not easy. However, I did notice that after I reached a third coat, it was starting to look a little nicer and a little more even. Definitely not as refined as I would want it to be, but it does have this charm aesthetic to it. Now I don't know and I don't think that using the tip of the paint bottle would be considered cheating because it's just the paint in its purest form. Don't come at me, I will fight you. I'm just kidding, I won't fight you. I'm pretty fragile. And here are our two companions. Holy moly, what a difference of the before and after. As you can see, it is pretty creepy. I am pretty impressed with how it turned out despite the fact that I couldn't use a single brush. Wow, we did good, Grains, we did good. And now for the next one, the one that you, Grains, have chosen because you like to break them a heart.
What? Why you do it?
which is my favorite figurine that I have to destroy. Again, I chose the themes based on the Instagram post that I asked you guys to help me with, and the 4 that I chose are Tiny Yellow Flowers Ramen, Instabrink 89's Steampunk, I love steampunk, You Is Not Amuse, Expired Food, which would be pretty perfect for this one, Drawbles, Pastel But Evil, which I wouldn't be upset getting that one. Alright, off to the burb. Now I put them face down, we have Steampunk versus Ramen. He is so excited about this. Why? Why? We're going for Ramen. I moved lower onto the cage, we have Pastel But Evil versus Expired Food. Alright, burb. Do your thing. Burp. Angel. Oi. Oh, is that Pastel and Evil? These are the last 2 choices. I am hoping for Pastel But Evil, but Ramen also works. Pastel But Evil and Ramen. Let's go. Oh. There we go. I'm happy. I tricked you. I'm the winner. Oi. Who you think you are? And so the burb has spoken. We get the Konatsu cat, Pastel But Evil. I'm not angry. This hurts me more than it hurts it. The first thing I did was mix my epoxy sculpt and set it aside for about half an hour. And I feel like the most important thing on this piece is most likely going to be the paint job. Not so much the what's it called, the modifications. Where did this come from? When did I pick this up? What'd you do? Confess. So since I can't really add that much and I really can't embellish the boba part, we're going to have to focus on some really awesome paint work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but that's what we're headed to. So as you can see, I'm pretty much working on removing part of the cream and mint on top of our cute little Konatsu cat. And I feel like that's the only part I really want to remove. All the rest are going to be additions. So the first thing I want to add is a companion on top of our evil kitty cat. It's going to be Pastel But Evil. I'm not quite sure what the story of this evil creature is, but it's just hanging out with its kitty cat companion. It's a little monster, okay? Don't read too much into it. Actually, I prefer this positioning. It's kind of more dynamic. Next, we're going to be changing the straw into a sharp, pointy thing of its own. Once we start painting, you're gonna see exactly what that boba is gonna turn into. And then the last modification that I want to do is make sure that our kitty cat is not just smiling, it has an evil grin. So we're gonna give it just a little bit of a frown. Just gonna add a little bit of an eyelid. Oh, and I 100% wanted to add a couple of fangs. I could have added some claws, but I decided against it. All right, now to leave it 6 hours and let's go ahead and paint it. I decided I am not consulting burb for this one, so I'm going to go ahead, use both the paint brushes and the airbrush, because I want to make sure that I give this one a fair chance simply because there's a lot of detail required. Steady, steady, steady. And now for a tiny touch-up. And so here is our Pastel But Evil themed cat that used to be in a bubble tea. I wasn't quite sure where this was going and I didn't want to change the color of the cat, but I think the little intestines at the bottom, I think the portrayal of evil is just right. Switching the straw from a sharp pointy thing, just perfect. So as mentioned, today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. For those of you who don't know, Skillshare has been a huge supporter of this channel, so thank you for sponsoring this video. So for those of you who are asking,
But Jackie, what is Skillshare?
I am glad you asked. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives and curious grains, where millions come together to take their creative journey to the next level. And it's the perfect environment for both beginners and pros alike. You can find video lessons on topics such as arts, crafts, film and video, and in my case, airbrushing. I followed Steve Nunez, how to airbrush a portrait step by step, not to do a portrait, but just to get some basic information of how to airbrush properly. because Burb did it to me, as you saw in today's video. So why not check out Skillshare, which is a membership that has meaning. It's really important to take time for yourselves because creativity is a form of self-care. So make sure you check the link in description box below, because the first 1,000 grains to use the link will get 2 free premium months of Skillshare. And go ahead and discover something new. And so here are both custom figures. Let me know which one of the two is your favorite. Are you more into the undead clown type critter? It still freaks me out with its spider companion. Or is the pastel but evil more your aesthetic? Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to watch the previous craft video, make sure you check up here. And if you want to watch something YouTube thinks is just right for you, make sure you check down here. This week's shoutouts go to Chris Gopher, Mac Chan, and Be Local Girl Cringe. Until then, I will see you grains in the next video.